Ready for Marvel Phase 2? You're watching Beyond the Trailers review of Iron Man 3.
Things are different now. I have to protect the one thing that I can't live without. That's you. Mr. Stark. Today is the first day of what's left of your life. Go!
Last year, Marvel's The Avengers brought in a staggering $1.5 billion worldwide, making it the third most successful film of all time behind James Cameron's One-Two Punch. And I bring up James Cameron because fanboys, the most vocal contingent of the movie-going audience, seem to be just as baffled and frustrated with the success of The Avengers as they are Avatar and Titanic. And perhaps that's why Marvel Studios has decided to take a darker turn with Phase 2, despite the 7 movies in Phase 1 bringing in a grand total of $4 billion. Yes, it would seem that while James Cameron can take the fanboy heat, Kevin Feige can't. Cameron flew in the face of his Titanic critics with the even schmaltzier and formulaic Avatar, and laughed all the way to the bank and a place in film history. Then again, Cameron doesn't have a direct competitor the way Marvel Studios does, and Warner Brothers and their DC Comics movies, or more accurately, their Christopher Nolan movies. Sure, Joss Whedon commands respect, but nothing like the loyalty the fanboy audience has displayed for Nolan. And while Nolan certainly didn't order them to, those fanboys have expressed their loyalty by trashing the Avengers. Too bright, too childish, insignificant. And with nothing left to prove at the box office, Marvel Studios now turns its attention towards earning a similar cachet. And they're doing that by darkening the tone of their Phase 2 films and bringing in more artistic choices to take the helm. November will see Game of Thrones director Alan Taylor test Thor, while this month Lethal Weapon and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang's Shane Black will test Iron Man. The third flick picks up where the Avengers left off and has already opened in some countries. And I have to say, a few of you have written me expressing your disappointment in the film. Has Marvel made a mistake? Phase 2 is set to include 5 movies: Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Avengers 2, over the course of 2.5 years. Let's go find out if it's off to a good start. Is Marvel Phase 2 off to a good start?
Absolutely.
Oh, good!
What's Marvel Phase 2?
The second batch of movies after the Avengers.
I think it seems like this movie was more of a resolution.
They explain it story-wise why he's separated and why they can't come to his rescue.
Oh, did it make sense without giving it away?
Sense,
oh,
yeah.
good.
I think it's pretty good. It has it's funny. It has a lot of action to it. It actually has a lot of jaw-dropping moments.
It was like less action in the beginning. It was more laid back.
I'm more of a story elemented person, where some people aren't. So I do like the fact that they keep up with the struggle of the character.
This picture here I thought was a little bit too long.
Oh, really?
I would have liked to saw more from the Mandarin.
There was a twist which is weird. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. It was kind of weird.
Without spoiling anything, it was actually quite shocking.
Like-
It actually shocked me.
Did you like a good twist, or were you like, I don't like that twist?
It was a good twist, but in a way, it was a bad twist.
I'm not gonna lie, like the way the whole movie looked from the beginning to the middle, I was actually pretty impressed. But then how it ended, I'm just, in my opinion, I'm just a little worried how that will go.
Well, you know, Robert Downey Jr.'s contract has expired, and they haven't renewed. Exactly, they haven't renewed it yet.
Oh my God.
Do you think they could make these kind of movies without him?
No.
No, Robert Downey Jr. has to be back.
I probably see it maybe either way, but he definitely helps.
I think they would have to reboot the entire franchise.
Ooh.
Oh. That's very disappointing.
Well, he might get one still, but it's not in place yet.
Well, I hope he does.
This dude is obviously the man, and then the Hulk is awesome too. So I'm loving this stuff. I was never like a comic book person, but this is like, it's real now.
Oh,
so I can't
wow.
wait to watch the rest of them.
So have you seen all the Marvel movies up to this point?
Yeah.
Is this one of the better ones, somewhere in the middle, not as good as some of the other ones?
It's one of the better ones. 'Cause it works off the previous movies.
I think Iron Man 3 is better than the 1 and 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Wow.
it go more into depth.
I mean, honestly, Iron Man's in a whole genre of its own. I think it's a great movie,
Yeah.
so spot on.
Iron Man kind of, for me, makes the Avengers. So, and he did, you know, that character did well in that film. This one, it really was like no different, to be honest with you. I do miss the Hulk, but.
Everyone's starting to really like him. And you didn't see it in 3D today. Do you feel that you missed out?
A little bit, but I don't like watching 3D movies like that.
Not really. I mean, I wear glasses, so wearing another pair is just not my.
No, not at all. I still think the special effects were very good, and I still think it was a great movie. So overall, it's pretty good.
What are you giving on a 1 to 10?
A 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a a 10.5.
I give it a 10.
I'd give it a 6.
8.7.
An 8 or a 9.
I would give it a 8.5.
A 9.5.
I'll give it a 10.
I would definitely say 10.
I would at least give it at least a 7 at the very
Okay,
least.
all right.
Just to feel
I know that
full
had to hurt.
confident. Yeah.
All right, but you got to do it. I appreciate your honesty. So, 2 interesting takeaways here. First off, most people are seeing Iron Man 3 in 2D. And second, it didn't quite get a perfect score with a 9, meaning that while people enjoy Marvel movies, they're getting used to them. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from Regal Ewok, and I hope we'll go beyond the trailer for these other top movies.